What is good, Cortonos? It's your hillbilly Big C coming at you finally with a new video. I know some of y'all's requested a video about the status of the server and how things are looking right now, so let's get on into it. As you guys know, the Burning Crusade is almost here. Something that we've waited on for months upon months upon months. Honestly, I was ready for the Burning Crusade last year. It's not that I didn't want to clear the vanilla content. It's just that the Burning Crusade for me personally is probably my favorite expansion, if not one of my favorite expansions. And I think it's a fantastic time in the game for a lot of classes and for a lot of people. Classes get better, which is great, among many other things. The raids are great. It's just a good time all around. And with that being said, we all know that the population on Cortonos has kind of been on the downside. You know, in-game content, Nax was out for months upon months. A lot of people already cleared it. There was no reason to continue to play and so forth. And while many of us were still on playing and running Go DKPs and whatnot, now there's a new influx of people. These people have been referred to by many people on the server as Spurglings. We have been infested on the server. I don't know if it's people that's, you know, returned to the game that was on Cortonos originally and quit and have decided to come back, or if these are just new people that have boosted characters or rewrote blood elves, mainly paladins on the server. But I know the looking for group chat is absolutely a cesspool. It's a pure mess. I don't really know what else to say about it, to be honest. It's absolutely insane, the things that are said in it. It's worse than the Barons ever thought about being, really, because at some point in time in the Barons you would at least move on, and if you were somebody that was acting like a complete fool or just saying super inappropriate things, eventually you would be gone. You wouldn't be in the Barons chat no more because you'd outlevel the area. But in the LFG chat, it's absolutely just, it's been mind-boggling and kind of stupid at the same time. There's been people cussing each other out. There's been people killing one another off for various reasons. Nobody likes to hear political talk in game, really, even though it happens a whole lot. And you just got people just honestly just dumping on one another. It's a big dumpster fire, to be honest, and a lot of it is from the newer players too. Sure, a lot of us older players, we were trolly and, you know, we'd poke fun at each other and stuff. We've known each other for so long on the game now. You know, we've played together for many phases, some from the start, some not from the start, but I mean, honestly, we've been here for a while now. The OGs, we know one another, and, you know, we know how to poke fun at one another and stuff. We know all the little things. But these new people, they're just flat out rude. They either try to bait people or they're easily baited themselves. And the LFG chat is honestly just more about people gutting one another than it is actually trying to find a group. And sometimes it makes it difficult to read through it. There's one thing I would love to see is for people to chill out on it, or at least move over to world chat so the LFG can be used how it should be used. I am glad to see that there's more people on the server. I would like to see people return to the server as well that was once part of Cortonos. And above all, you know, I want to see the server do well and flourish. But, you know, people need to also know how to behave too. I realize that, you know, we've all played WoW before for the most part at some point in time. And, you know, it's the internet. You want to troll and meme and all this other stuff. But there's a point in time when things become too toxic and you've went too far with it. And I know it's always going to be a thing on PvP servers. Everybody that plays WoW thinks they're better than everybody else, and you got to tell everybody how trash they are, among other things. And that's not really how the community of vanilla WoW, and especially VC, was back in the day. You know, people was a whole lot more helpful to one another. People wasn't, you know, being dumpster fires to one another. You know, sure, we didn't know a whole lot about the game, and I was a terrible player back in vanilla. But we just enjoyed the game for what it was, and it would be nice to see people return back to that mentality, especially coming to the Burning Crusade and going through the Dark Portal together. You know, there's nothing wrong, guys, with just enjoying the game for what it is and being nice to one another. You know, you don't have to be a bunch of brown nosers, but my goodness, you don't have to be a bunch of people swimming around in a cesspool either, throwing toxic stuff on people that gets near you at all times. It's out of hand, it's out of control. There's a bunch of new guilds on the server, people that's either rewrote here or boosted here or whatever. A lot of the names I don't know. You see most of them spamming all the time. A lot of the older guilds were already established, We don't have to worry about it. Like the guild I'm in now, Hide Your Kids, Hide Your Wife. Great name, by the way, and a lot of people's giving me compliments on it. I don't have a leadership role in it because I didn't want it. I'm still working on my mental health, and honestly, my place is an absolute disaster still. Like, I'm getting things done, but as my mental health improves, things are getting done around the house, inside and out. It's a process and it takes time, and I don't want to deal with anything that pertains more than just playing WoW, making content. But you know, many of us it's played together since we've been on Cortonos, decided to make a guild together. A real life friend made the guild, and I'll be doing a more in-depth video before the Burning Crusade is officially released about the guild and give you guys some information about it. But you know, we're basically players from some of us is from Middlegen, some people's from Victory and Death, and you know, we made a guild with the thoughts of having a more serious attitude, you know, wanting to be a competitive raiding guild on the server. You know, we don't necessarily want to be first on daily content, but we definitely don't want to be last or near the bottom of the rankings. You know, a lot of us are skilled, good players. We're friendly people. We've always helped each other out in the game and stuff, and you know, we want to have a guild that, you know, not only promotes being competitive, but it also promotes, you know, being friendly to one another and helping guildies out and such. That's what it should be about anyways when you're playing WoW together. You know, you should be all about the guild, working towards the goals of the guild, improving yourself as a player, and helping people out when they need it. That's just my 2 cents. But that's it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. I absolutely love getting the chance to talk to you guys and interacting, whether it's in-game or on the YouTube channel or in Discord or wherever. The Cortonos server Discord will be linked below, and I hope to see you guys in game. Big C from RBC. Peace and God bless. I'm out.